Hi Muses, welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time being here, hi, hello, my name's Tyler, also T-Mann Tarot. Please, before we get started and before we dive deeper into this new tarot deck review, please remember to like, follow, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and do all of the YouTube-y things so that you do not miss another tarot deck review. I am so excited. I discovered the Broadway tarot deck, See Your Future Up in the Lights by Ealla Witchell a couple of weeks ago when I was scrolling through Amazon's coming to market tarot decks, and I saw this next Broadway one coming out and I got so excited. If you've been here for a while, you know that I have done a review of Emily McGill's Al Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot. If you haven't watched that, pause this video right now. Go watch that one and come back. I'll wait. Okay, so welcome back. I'm so excited. I discovered this deck, instantly pre-ordered it, followed Ella, and was just anticipating. And then I've actually had the opportunity to chat a little bit with Ella about the deck and how she kind of created this deck. And it spoke to me when I looked at the cards and looked at the images. Right off the bat, right, we can see that, oh, focus. Not gonna focus. We have Simba as the Emperor. We have the Phantom of the Opera as the Chariot, and Elle Woods from Legally Blonde as the Sun. These are the reference photos on the back of it. And it says, gaze into your future with this theatrical 78-card tarot deck and guidebook featuring your favorite Broadway musicals. And hey, if your future, as ordained by these cards, isn't looking so bright, just remember there is nothing in life that you can't sing your way out of. Now shuffle the deck and break a leg. So cute. Comes in this lovely tuck box. You can easily carry your cards in it. Just so you know, it is not a magnetic top, so, you know, she's gonna flop around, so, just know that when you get it, it's not a magnetic top, so you might have to put a rubber band if you really want to make sure that the box stays closed, so your cards don't fall out. Here is the back of the cards. Lovely red, does lead to uprights and inversions if inversions are something that you do. Simple cardstock, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing overly special about the cardstock quality. It does have a little bit of gloss shine to it. Three of Swords here is next to normal. Ooh, excuse me. Lovely cards. They are, let's do a card size comparison. They are a little larger than normal card size, right? This is a regular Rider-Waite-Smith size. So it's just a little bit larger, not necessarily larger in terms of an oracle card, right? It's a little bit smaller. Here's the Moonology oracle card, right? It's about the same height as the moon card or Moonology oracle cards, but not too much bigger. It doesn't make, you can easily grip onto the cards, easy to flip around and shuffle. Speaking of shuffling, let's beautiful shuffles, easy to handle. It comes with this little thin guidebook. It says, See Your Future Up in Lights, Broadway Tarot by Ealla Witchell. Broadway Tarot is based on Rider-Waite designs originally published in 1909. Like any form of tarot, these cards are not a simple roadmap of the future. Instead, they can probe your subconscious and reveal truths you may or may not already know. There are 4 basic steps of a classic tarot reading. Step 3, reading the cards, is the most crucial. Every card and spread contains an infinited lots of meanings. Sorry, dyslexic moment for the win. The booklet includes some brief information to get you started, but if you would like a better understanding, if you'd like to better understand the implication of each cards, hop online and do some divination digging. Again, I recommend 78 Degrees of Wisdom by Rachel Pollack, Kitchen Table Tarot by Melissa Sainova, and Tarot No Questions Asked by Teresa Reed. So if you want those books, I would recommend those books. I'll link them in the description below if you would like a little bit more information. And then we go into the steps. Step 1, shuffle. This might seem obvious first step, but yes, while shuffling the deck, have a think about an area of your life which you seek to find clarity. Relationships, career, which Broadway soundtrack to blast for the day. Keep shuffling until the cards feel clear. Then sit the deck face down on the table for spreading. Step 2, spread. The simplest tarot spread uses just 3 cards, each representing the past, present, and future. When you're ready, reveal the top 3 cards from your shuffled deck. Do this one at a time, placing them in a line left to right. There are a lot more spreads, but I like to say spreads are just kind of like, whose line is it anyways? The show's made up and the points don't matter as long as you know the intention by which each card is meaning, right? A what, why, how, past, present, future, what's in my way? What am I looking for? What will happen when I move on, right? It's the question you're asking that's connected to the cards that's most important, not necessarily the spread. So as long as you are having the set in mind intention for what each card placement means for you, then that's all that really matters. Step 3, read. First, absorb the impressions you get from the 3 cards. What emotions do you feel? What feelings are immediately brought on by their subjects, symbols, and various colors? Then, working left to right, you can tell a story of past, present, and future. Step 4, reflect. Once you have read the cards, it is time to end the reading and reflect on any realizations that you have that have surfaced. Make sure to treat your cards with respect. Store them in a cozy, secure spot. And that cozy, secure spot could be the box that they come in. So let's do the T-Mann Tarot check. We always go for the lovers. The lovers in this deck is the musical Hadestown. Love it. It says it gives about the show, when it originally, who created it, when it was on Broadway. So it says it reimagines the Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice and their journey into the underworld. Embodying the lovers, this musical explores the depths of romantic connections and choices. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. That define us through themes of love, passion, and sacrifice. A cute little blurb. There are bolded keywords so that you can kind of go through and see romantic connections, choices, love, passion, sacrifice. We get that understanding. Let's see here. I love that Guys and Dolls is the Wheel of Fortune, right? Especially because, oh my God, Nathan Detroit and Sky Masterson, they have a bet together. So it kind of is putting out into the universe that whole kind of energy, and kind of we think we kind of put these energies in to it, but then we don't know what necessarily fate has in store for us, right? We can make the risk and make those gambles, and roll the dice, if you will, and kind of have that understanding to get to see and feel what the world, or what the Wheel of Fortune, the bold words for the Wheel of Fortune, constant up and downs of love and fortune, cycles of luck, change, unpredictability. And that musical is full of unpredictability. Let's go to, I love that they put Spamalot as the Ace of Cups. We know through the Rider-Waite imagery, it does look like that Monty Python hand from God coming through. I also see instantly, right, if I'm thinking of that song that comes to each card is going to be lovely to sit through and kind of add to it, is Find Your Grail, right, is the key song that's coming to my mind when I see this imagery. So I'm loving that I might be able to sit down and add, right? I just flip the tower and it's Les Mis, it's chaos, it's upheaval, it's a revolution, right? And so do you hear the people sing comes to mind. These added layers of music, which having a musical theater background is something I'm going to just love to absorb. This is the deck. If you watched my 78-day countdown to BroadwayCon last year, I did card definitions and breakdowns about what I would put on tarot cards and how they connected to Broadway. Ella's deck is exactly what I was envisioning for the kind of deck that I would love to create and, put out there my own version of a Broadway tarot deck. Very similar to this energy and to this vibe. Let's do Three of Swords, because I showed that was next to normal, and I cannot wait. I have it recorded. The Dunbar Warehouse's production of Next to Normal that aired on PBS, great performances. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. I know that I need to mentally prepare myself just to be able to sit and watch that because it's so heavy. So it's Next to Normal. Three of Swords captures the emotional pain and heartbreak felt by the members of the Goodman family. This musical and card pairing reflects the raw exploration of grief, love, and resilience, portraying how the families confront suffering and the scars it leaves behind. Okay, we went for the suffering and not necessarily the logical aspect to connect to these cards. But yes, there is a lot of choices and actions that are made throughout that show. But I love it nonetheless. Let's see. Oh, one of the things I'm so excited about is Ella has put a lot of modern musicals in here. Even Six, the musical, made it in here. And the Six, well, it sounds like a tongue twister. Six, the musical, is the Six of Swords. And it is, I love it. The Six of Swords represents transition, independence, and overcoming hardship. The entire point of Six, the musical, resonates with each queen's story as they realize their worth beyond their tumultuous past and marriages. This musical and card pairing captures the woman's collective journey of resilience, self-reclamation, and moving forward to newfound strength. Love it. And I'm so excited to see Six, the musical, in this card deck. Really cute. This is going to become a very intuitive based deck for me. If you love Broadway musicals, this might also work well for you. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as a first deck, only unless you have that extra layer of musical theater knowledge. It might be hard to kind of understand the card meanings right away if you're not familiar with the cards themselves. They are Rider-Waite-Smith inspired, so you could work with them in tandem with one of the books that I recommended, because you do get the concepts visually right away. This Wicked is judgment. Love that. You can still see the visualization of like the angel above and the people down below that we're used to seeing in the Rider-Waite. Here it is. This is Judgment right off the bat, right? Judgment, RWS, Judgment, Broadway Tarot. You can see how the parallels are similar. So I think having that extra Broadway knowledge will make it an easier deck to understand. But if you work in tandem with a book that has that imagery, then sure, use it as a starter deck. I don't necessarily think going right away, but if you work with it the way that you need to, then amazing. Let's see. Love it. So the Broadway Tarot by Ealla Witchell will help me feel safe within my emotional comfort zone while I am pursuing that happiness, that abundance, that family need, right? 9 of Cups, which is Anastasia, sitting in her world of happiness that she has created for herself. The Addams family, which is about having that joy and happiness no matter what, right? And it's interesting too, if you know the Addams Family musical, there are no songs in a minor key. It's a sad story setting, but all of the music is happy, right? So it's kind of also that knowledge that even in morbidity, if that's even a word, you can still find the happiness, the alignment, the things that you need, while helping me remember who I am with the Lion King. Friends, a closer inspection of the Broadway Tarot deck images and cards are coming up right now.